There's a collective consciousness.
Earth is a big, powerful entity. It's a spirit. It's God's creation.
There's a marvelous happening, and that's what miracles are.
This was a great healing center for them, and people feel the energy still today.
It's a home that God gave us to live on. It's beautiful. I mean, just look around.
She would burst into tears just being here.
Mysterious. That's the only way I can describe it.
And I guess that's why people come. They can feel that energy.
I know that there is something here that touches the hearts of people.
People have been healed by the powers of this church and the dirt that it rests upon.
Has a lot of positive energy that comes out of it. That's what I draw from it.
Be humble to the power of the universe.
I remember Jimi Hendrix being at the Cafe Au Go-Go, and they had got their record deals, and they were becoming famous, and they would come in to sit in with one of the bands that were booked there. So I would remember, like Jimi Hendrix being high on acid, and he would just sit there because he was just totally wasted on acid, sitting there, but he never really played. He just would sit there. I'm one of the few people who saw Jimi Hendrix not play.
Howard Solomon took the fledgling guitarist Jimmy James under his wing and made him a house fill-in irregular. Jimmy James was itching to make the London scene and become part of the early electric rock explosion. Howie fronts Jimmy the bread for his England trip, and James returns to the States a year later as Jimi Hendrix.
Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun of yours?
I think my favorite encounters with Jimi Hendrix was the time when we would have dinner across the street at the Tin Angel. That was one of my favorite places to go because it was right across the street. It was easy to just jump over there, and it was close to the club. And we'd sit in our little spot in the corner, and he would just tell me stories about his life, and he was so grateful that we had sent him to London, and he became so popular.
Although the Spanish founded Santa Fe over 400 years ago, most experts believe that the Pueblo Indians called it home centuries before that. Now, while beauty, both natural and man-made, abound in Santa Fe, one creation seems to combine both the hand of God and the hand of man in a way that leaves even the most scholared of experts completely puzzled. One of the great mysteries of the Southwest is the spiral staircase in the Loretto Chapel in Santa Fe, New Mexico. In fact, this is one of the most visited places in this wonderful, enchanted state. Now, there are a lot of theories as to how this staircase actually got here. And in fact, there are three major theories, and we're going to find out exactly what those theories are by talking to the man who knows more about this chapel than anyone. His name is Bill Brokaw, and he is the curator of the Loretto Chapel. Great to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you. That's great. My privilege. Thank you.
Take us through the story of not only the staircase, but the chapel.
When this became the territory of the United States in 1848, the man who was sent here to try to establish an educational system and a church system by the name of Bishop John Baptiste LeMay. And he started writing to teachers, hey, come on out. I've got 3,000 Catholics and 300 Americans. I assume he was talking about Spanish and Anglican. Mm-hmm. But what happened was this school was started by a group of teachers, nuns, out of Kentucky. They came from Kentucky for 3 months over the old Santa Fe Trail. Mm-hmm.
Covered wagons.
Till they got here. Mm-hmm. One of them died on the way. Mm. So when they got here, they were to start a school. Pretty smart to teach girls. So this was a girls' school. And it wasn't long before they had the whole square block with 11 buildings on it and 300 girls in their school. But that's the history of this school itself. Let's go back to the very marvelous time in 1877 when they decided they were going to build a chapel on the school campus. This chapel was designed by a European architect, and he had come from Paris to build the cathedral, and as an afterthought was asked to do this one.